Zaman akıp gitmeden acele edin. Bir bakmışsınız yaz gelmiş. Cyprus Paradise. Tatiliniz bizimle güvende.
Kalitenin, güvenin, hızlı teslimatın adresi Ancon Furniture. Ancon Furniture ailesi olarak yeni ürünler ile hizmete devam etmekteyiz. Yeni model koltuk takımlarımız, yatak mekanizmaları bir dokunuş ile açılıp bir dokunuş ile kapanabilmektedir. Bir dokunuş ile açtığımız yatak mekanizmasının yatak çarşafı kullanıma hazır, serili olarak içinden çıkmaktadır. Yıl sonuna kadar herhangi bir koltuk takımı alan her müşterimize akıllı sehpa hediyemizdir. En iyi ürün, en iyi fiyat sadece Ancon Furniture'da. Bize uğramadan karar vermeyin. En iyisini biz yapana kadar daha iyisi yok.
Welcome to the latest printed press, and tonight we have a special edition. As you can tell, I'm dressed very differently and we're going to talk about that in a moment, but I'm really happy to have Rachanaa Jain, pronounce your name properly.
Rachanaa Jain.
Rachanaa Jain, who is an amazing artist, author, singer, coach and beauty queen, and is also the CEO of the World of Winners. So it's a great honour to have you on my programme tonight. Thank you very much for coming. How are you?
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm really good and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me in the first place.
Thank you. Obviously, I feel very different dressed like this.
Yes.
I don't know if you could explain to our audiences. I mean, I had the honour of meeting you. I think it's been less than a year, but it's been a wonderful experience for me. And I got involved in your pageant, and I don't know what to say really. It's
sure.
quite...
So let me tell you all about the WOW Group. So WOW Group comprises of WOW Pageants, WOW Magazine, WOW Awards. And the WOW Pageants is an international platform where we have contestants from 20 plus countries competing to win the crown. And Ayşen was one of the contestants for the latest pageant that we had done, and she won the title of Mrs. WOW Global 2021. So congratulations. And that's why we have got her willing to bring the sash and the beautiful crown.
Yes,
she looks gorgeous, right?
I feel very different, but it has been a childhood dream of mine to wear a crown and to wear a sash, so it's absolutely amazing. And obviously it was the first time that North Cyprus was represented in your pageant, which was a great honour for me, and Turkey, so I'm very proud to represent my country. But obviously this whole experience has been, you know, mind-blowing for me. But what I'd like to share with the audiences a little bit is about yourself, really. I mean, it's, yes, definitely a little bit about me tonight, but much more about yourself. Can you tell us about your background and your life growing up, first of all?
Sure. So I'm originally from India. I was born in India. I came here when I was 21, and I came here to do my master's. So I was brought up in a medium class family. But from childhood, I had this entrepreneurship thing in my mind that I want to be my own boss. I don't want to work for no one. So when at a really young age, when I was in school, I started kind of doing business. So I bought like earrings from a shop, and then I was kind of wearing it and showing around to all my friends. And some of the teachers spotted me with those earrings, and they're like, "Wow, they're beautiful." And they asked me how much they are for, and I bought it for this was like many years ago. I bought it for 5 rupees that time, and I sold it, and I told the teachers it's 30 rupees. So I said, okay, I made a profit of six times. And then one teacher bought it, and then she told everyone, and then I was invited into the staff room, and then I ended up selling the earrings to everyone within the school. And I was like, wow, I made my profit, I made my first earning from this. And that's pretty much how it started. And then I used to teach like dancing and take tuitions, and because I wanted to be like self-dependent from a very young age. So I was paying for my own fees, for my school, for my college, for my uni, everything on my own. So yeah, and from that time I had this entrepreneurship in my mind that I want to be my own boss. And then I came here, I did my master's, and then I set up this WOW group. And I'm also a holistic coach. So I'm a Reiki master, and I do tarot card readings as well. So I got involved into all those, and my mission in life is to empower, educate, and enlighten people around the world, and help them turn their dreams into reality by giving them a platform like the WOW pageants, WOW magazine, and WOW awards.
Yes, I know. It's absolutely amazing, because I think that's what it's about, isn't it? It's about making people feel good. It's about women empowerment. And like you said, it's not just about beauty, but it's actually loving yourself from within and shining out and becoming a successful woman. And I think that's why I was so drawn to your pageant, because it was so different. Because yes, there are lots of pageants out there, but a lot of them are quite superficial, a lot of them are very face value, but actually with your pageant it was very, very different. I didn't feel like that. And coming from a background where I also feel that I've educated myself and I feel like a powerful, empowered woman, I really could relate to your pageant, definitely, much more so than any other. So, it was a great honor for me. So how did you develop your career and your business? I mean, you're saying that you were involved in positive mindset work and well-being. How did that all come about?
So once what happened is, when I was doing my master's in the UK, my mom was not very well in India, and I could not fly to India because I had my exams like the next day. So I was quite stressed out, and then I hired like a Reiki healer in India, because I wanted to do something without medication. So I hired someone, and then my mom started recovering very quickly within like a week. So I thought, okay, wow, this really works. This Reiki healing does work. So then next time when I flew to India, I learned the Reiki myself. Wow. So that's pretty much how it all started. And with my tarot cards, I used to be doing a lot of predictions for my friends and family, and they were all coming true. So they're like, oh, we want to do more and more and more. And then everyone was coming and asking me to do it. And then I'm like, I need to start charging people, otherwise I'm going to just be working for nothing. And that's how I started my card reading, and divine messages is the other side of the holistic side of my business. And then WOW pageants came about because I won a beauty pageant in 2017. And this is my crown from that.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's an Asia International pageant. I competed in China, where I represented the UK. And then I came back with 2 titles. One was Asia International Popularity and Asia International Second Runner-Up. So I'm happy and grateful for that. And then I thought, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And that's the main reason why with the WOW pageants, we have this theme that there is no age limit, there is no height restrictions, there is no weight restriction, there is no color discrimination, there is nothing like that. Everyone is open to participate in the pageant. So that's the reason why, we want to make it open for everyone, and the key is confidence. So that's pretty much how it all started.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been doing modelling for many, many years, and obviously I'm a petite model, and it was, you know, it was hard at the beginning to break through because there are lots of restrictions within the modelling industry, and like you said, you have to be a certain weight, you have to be a certain height, and even during petite modelling, although it was petite modelling, there was restrictions with that as well. You had to be a certain height, therefore you had to be a certain weight. So, you know, it's difficult.
Yes.
And to actually break through, I think now in this day and age, we are really moving forward and we're breaking through those, you know, those boundaries and those limitations, because like you said, you know, there are lots of different beautiful people, and it's not just about your outside beauty, it's about your inside beauty. And what's beautiful about women is that we're all different, not that we're all the same and that we have to be, you know, cut of the same cloth. So I think that's very, very important now to be, you know, promoting inclusive fashion, inclusive beauty. So I think that's great what you're doing, honestly. I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
So as a woman, you know, growing up, getting into business, moving into the beauty industry, did you feel you were supported, or did you feel there were barriers within your community, within the wider community? I mean, you're now global. How did this mold you?
Oh, there were many barriers.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
because beauty pageants, some people don't take it in the right way.
Yes.
In the Asian community, they are like, oh, you have to expose yourself, you have to wear like bikinis and swimsuits and all of those, and we don't want you to be wearing all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, they were kind of, you know, so I had quite a few challenges. Some of the, you know, some of the contestants' family was coming up to me, saying to me, you know, is this going to be good? We're not going to have any bad name in the
Yeah.
community for doing this. I said, no, it's absolutely good. There are no swimming costume rounds at all.
Yes.
And we don't force people to be wearing certain things. They can wear what they want. And so it's kind of like a open platform for people. And you know, so yeah, so there were quite a few challenges, but I came out of it, and you know, I had some people from the media write certain things about me, and yeah, but I overcame it, and you know, I was just smiling and laughing about it, because at the end of the day, I'm global now.
Yes, definitely. I mean, specifically, I mean, obviously it's at the month of Ramadan at the moment for us. So obviously, you know, when I was picking my dress for tonight, I thought about that, and I wanted to make a point about that actually, you know, you can dress modestly and still be beautiful. And I really applaud you for that, because yes, I mean, there's nothing wrong with wearing a bikini, there's nothing wrong with that, but women should be able to have the choice. And in beauty pageants, it's not all about exposure of the body. Sometimes leaving something to the imagination can actually be just as elegant, just as you know, beautiful. And yeah, and I purposely wore an outfit like this because of our month. And you know, and you were so positive about it, and I really, really love that about the fact that your pageant is different like that, and that you encourage women to be confident and not to do anything that they don't feel is appropriate for them, because that's what it's about, isn't it? It's not about whether you expose your skin or you don't. You can do, but it's about having that choice, really.
Exactly, because I love your outfit, you know. Seriously, I was like,
sash,
wow,
I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying to keep it up.
Oh, the sash keeps falling down,
Yeah,
isn't it?
But I'm
No,
trying to
but
keep it together. It's just my Aries
Absolutely.
traits
Oh.
of not being able to keep still. But yeah, so that's great. And what I always like about the way you speak is that you're always saying that you have gratitude, and I think that's really important, isn't it, in life?
Absolutely.
The more grateful you are of what you have, the more abundance it brings to your energy, to your life, to your future. So what advice would you give to men and women for empowerment and confidence boosting? What would you say to our audiences about that?
So I have this, you know, this saying that I always tell people who want to, you know, do well in life, and you know, they want to take that step forward and they are procrastinating. Dreams are within reach. All you have to do is visualize, create an action plan, and the universe will guide you through the next steps to make it a reality for you. So do not, never ever ever give up on anything. You know, push yourself to achieve it, no matter what the challenges, what circumstances come on your way. You have to smile it, you have to accept it, and you have to continue on your path, and that's when you will achieve success.
Yes, definitely, 100%. You know, we've been through quite tough times at the moment with COVID. Tell us about how that impacted, you know, our industry and your business. I mean, I know that my pageant was done all online, and it was amazing. The final, by the way, was absolutely amazing. I mean, there was people from all over the world, from the United States of America to the Philippines to Ireland.
We had Spain, one girl from Spain.
Spain. There was more. There was
Yeah, there was quite a few.
Belgium. Was it Belgium?
Belgium as well.
It was amazing. I mean, I was blown away.
Netherlands.
Netherlands. That's it. I was thinking of that. Netherlands, because you had quite a few contestants from the Netherlands.
Yeah, I think I had 4 or 5 from the Netherlands.
Yeah, so it was absolutely amazing. You know, lots and lots of people from all over the world part of this pageant, and we had some online sessions and we had to submit some videos. But tell us how you know, it impacted your business and how you overcame that, because you really thought outside the box and was very successful with it.
Absolutely, because last year I was supposed to be doing my pageant in central London in June, July time. And everything, I kind of booked the venue and everything was booked, and we were going to have contestants flying in from all those 15-20 countries, and it was all kind of going in the right direction, and then the pandemic hit and we were like, oh, what are we going to do now? Because I had quite a few people from Netherlands who were going to come in. They actually booked the flights and everything as well. Because in advance, if you book it, you get like a good deal and all. So they booked it all and it was all done. But then, you know, with the pandemic, it just hit us. But then, you know, I thought, you know, so what if they can't fly? Why can't we do something where they can do it from their own house, you know? And then I just came up with this virtual pageant idea, and actually it was a super successful, because not many pageants were doing it. I don't know if many others are doing now, but at that time, last year, there was no one doing it. So I had all these customers coming in, like contestants coming in. They're kind of customers as well. So they're coming in and they're like, oh wow, this is really motivating, because we are really bored in the pandemic. We are in the lockdown, we can't do anything. Yeah. You know, we are off work, what are we supposed to do? So this is kind of motivating us. So the more and more people knew about it, the more and more contestants started joining in. And it was, in the end, it was super successful first pageant. And then from the first, I had so many more pageants every 3 months. And we continued. I also had in-person pageant in August, but due to the number of people restriction, we only could have, I think, 15 people.
Oh, okay.
So it was a little bit restrictive. So we had some people come in and the others all did it virtually. So we had a mix of that. But yeah, it was amazing, and you know, I overcame the challenge straight away, because you know, change is something that's going to always be constant. So things keep changing, and if you don't adapt to it, then you're not going to survive, especially in this pandemic time. So you have to find a way to make it happen.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I like the way that you thought outside the box and you came up with this idea. I mean, obviously it would have been great to do it in a venue and to have that human-to-human contact, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. But in the end, I think we connected with so many more countries and so many more different people. We could actually delve into their life, because a lot of them had their actual houses in the background where they were, you know, and you actually got a glimpse of their life. And sometimes it's quite different, like, you know, seeing somebody from the Philippines, seeing somebody from the United States of America is so different to somebody in London, and it was really interesting for me. And really, again, it was you thinking outside the box and overcoming a challenge. And I think that's a really good message for young people out there who do have challenges. You know, we're all going through challenges. There's lots of people with mental health issues and well-being issues, and you know, depression is on a high, obviously, because of the pandemic. But I think, like you said, if you have gratitude and you have a positive mindset and you think, actually, we can think outside the box, we can turn this negative into a positive, it really can turn into a positive. And you know, I for one, I'm very glad. We as a Eurogainst TV, we did an online festival as well. We ran it for 2 days, and it was really, really successful. And it actually allowed people to really have an in-depth look into artists and singers and really go into their lives, things that we probably wouldn't have been able to do at the actual festival. They'd be on stage, and then off stage they wouldn't have the opportunity to talk about their lives or show their studios or any of these things. So I really think it really worked out for us in the end.
Amazing.
So tell us, because you've got this energy and I really can feel it. As soon as you walked in, I can feel it, I can see it. I mean, you're a very beautiful woman, but it's not just that you're beautiful on the outside, you have this inner shine that comes out, and I really can feel that. Tell us about, like, as you said, you're an author, you've written lots of books.
Yes.
And you specialise in affirmations, and obviously it's something that I have recently, you know, gotten interested in doing, and I'm very interested in it. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, sure. So I'm author of 2 books. So this is my first book. It's called Awake Your Dreams, Stop Procrastinating, Start Achieving. So this book is about, you know, people who are kind of procrastinating to do something. They want to achieve something. They want to be someone, but they're just procrastinating. They are hesitant. They are a bit like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. Shall I do it or not do it, or for whatever reason. So this book tells them that you need to take action, and it guides you through the steps. So the answer is actually in the title itself. So there is a dreams system which is highlighted in the book, where D stands for desires. What do you desire in life? R stands for reasons. What is the reason you have that desire? Why do you want that specific goal in life?
Yes.
E stands for enemies. Who will stop you from achieving your goals? What is stopping you? A stands for advice. Who will guide you, coach you through your desires? M stands for methods. What strategies, techniques you will use to achieve your desire. And then S stands for setting time scale. Within what time frame do you want to achieve your goals? So it's kind of like a roadmap to achieving whatever you want, whether it's related to health, career, relationship, finance, anything you want. Everything is highlighted in the book. In the methods chapter, I've highlighted how to manifest the goals and use affirmations, because when you affirm something and you continuously think about it or you write it, you are unconsciously accepting that into your mind, and you manifest that, and you actually become that. So it's very, very good way to do it. So that's one of the book. And then I've got the other book. It's the beauty pageant book, Sovereign 8 Steps to Winning a Beauty Pageant. So so when I was competing in China, I got invited like last minute. I only had 6 weeks to prepare. So like September and then November I was going to compete. So then I Googled and did some research to see, and I couldn't find even like a proper book on how to win a pageant.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh no, how am I going to do it? And then so I kind of struggled when I was preparing for the pageant, and I didn't have a coach at that time. I could not find a coach to help me. So that's when I came up with this idea to write this book. In this book, I've highlighted 6 steps on everything that you need to do to prepare for the pageant and how to win the pageant. Okay. So that's pretty much why, because to help others, like how I struggle, they don't struggle.
Yes, I mean that's wonderful. And also you have a magazine as well.
Yes, so
which I featured in. I'm going to get that. I'm so excited to get that because I was on the front cover for that. Again, that's a great achievement for me. I feel like the stuff that I've done with yourself has really helped me represent my country, because currently North Cyprus isn't recognised by a lot of people around the world, and I really feel like people within North Cyprus, we're multi-talented, whether it comes to business, whether it comes to education, politics, all sorts of walks of life. And I really feel, as a Turkish Cypriot woman, I'm very proud to be Turkish Cypriot, and I really want to push forward my identity because people are very confused by me. Sometimes they look at me and they think, are you English? Are you Russian? Are you from Switzerland? You know, because I look. But actually a lot of Cypriots do look like me. But of course we are Turkish and we speak the Turkish language. But our culture is very unique in Cyprus. And I'm very proud to be a Turkish Cypriot. So the fact that you gave me the opportunity to represent my country, honestly, I'm forever grateful to you. Thank you very much. I'm very proud. And people from the Philippines, from the Netherlands were talking about it that day in the on the Zoom when we were competing for the final. And it just really brought shivers to my spine, really, that people were talking about, you know, from United States of America. They were saying, oh, North Cyprus, yes, you're Turkish Cypriot, how amazing. I really, you know, feel very proud.
Absolutely. I'm proud to have you, because we didn't have anyone from Turkey or Cyprus, and for us to have a blend of both the countries in you is amazing. And you know, you are doing so well. You are amazing. And you know, it has been an honor to have you on the show and on the pageants, really. So yeah, definitely.
No, it's been a real honor to have you on our show today. Any lasting messages that you'd like to give our audiences before we leave them? Because I think I've been told we're on our last couple of minutes.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I've got these magazines. These are available in 120 countries, and it reaches to over 50 million people. And you are on the front cover.
Yes, I am. I'm going to be getting mine soon.
Yeah, so I mean,
very excited about that.
So you know, what I would like to say is, don't limit yourself. Don't procrastinate. If you have a dream of going into a pageant, get in touch with me. If you have dreams to be someone, just take action and, you know, just go for it. Don't ever, you know, give up on anything, and smile and think positive, because when you think positive things happen in your life.
Yes, definitely, for sure. It's been a real honor. Thank you very much for coming in. Our first actual studio member to come in and do a show as well. Although we're having to socially distance, it's been wonderful to actually have you in the studio as well. You know, it's been a bright new start for us at Eurogainst TV. Thank you very much for all our listeners and our viewers. That's it from us. As you can see, I'm very proud owner of Mrs. Wow Global 2021. And obviously I shall be resuming my duties. I feel like I do need to go and represent my country, and we might be going to the embassy. And obviously what I will try and do is a lot more for the community through all the different work that I do. And I feel like this is, you know, a badge of honor for me, and I need to sort of inspire young people as well with it, because it's not just about a title, like you said, it's about inspiring people. And
exactly, it's about giving back,
definitely, to everybody. So that's it from us, from Eurogainst TV. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good evening. Goodbye.